What's up, YouTube? What's up, internet world? Been a little while. Well, it's been about a week or so since I uploaded a video. Feel I was about due for one. But I want to talk about this narrative of black-owned businesses and supporting black-owned businesses, and just how much of a hustle it is, I feel, in the first place. Now, before you say, oh well, what do you know about running a black-owned business? I know nothing, because I don't run a black-owned business. I work for myself, yes, but I don't run a black-owned business. And the narrative of a black-owned business has kind of been taken out of context, and a lot of people like to use that slogan of a black-owned business in order to draw people in. First off, I've said before in a previous video that there's no such thing as a black race. Okay. Me and my old lady have people tell us all the time, you black, but you're not black like me. Meaning, you're not American. Now, if you want to tie being black and being a darker skin tone person that lives in America to the term black, then that's your prerogative. You do as you please. But the term black person, it gets so thrown around, and anybody could be black. You have a lot of times I used to go to strip clubs, and you would see the white girls in there, and once the white girls hang around the black girls, even with white guys, once the white guys and the black and the white girls hang around so-called black people for a certain amount of time, and then they're able to adopt the mannerisms, talk in the same slang that you're able to talk in, kind of give off the impression that don't mess with me, I'm bad. A lot of people start to say, oh, they just like us, they black, right? But you'll have some black people that'll have people come from other countries like Africa that'll have the same skin tone as you, and you won't acknowledge them as being black. Why? Because they're not adopting that mentality. They're not coming in with the ignorance and being okay with being ignorant. As a little cold in here, I gotta turn the heat up. They're not adopting the ignorance that you like to adopt, that you associate being black with. And that was just one point I wanted to touch on. Another point about having a black-owned business. The black-owned businesses that were of the early 1900s here in Charlotte, they used to have a town, or not a town, they used to have a section of Charlotte they called Little Brooklyn. It was downtown Charlotte, and they said that everything there was black owned. You had the black law firm, the black barbershop, the black printing press, and all those kind of things. A lot of those were a lot closer to being black businesses than what we see today. If you've ever been to Charleston, South Carolina, if you want to call this a black-owned business, this is one of the closest things that I can say is a black-owned business. If you go down to Market Street in Charleston, South Carolina, and you'll see the women, they'll be making the weave baskets out of the grass that comes off of the palm trees. The long leaves and stuff, once they dry them up, sometimes you may have seen people with the little rows on the dashboard and stuff like that they buy from the street vendors down there. But they have women, they have the little baskets, some of them have the straw hats that they make. Those are more along the lines of a black-owned business, because those people are actually taking raw materials, creating something with it, and then selling it to someone. Okay, a lot of the things that people do today are not black-owned businesses. Okay, what you're looking at today is a lot of middlemen. All right, you have guys that, or not just guys, just people You'll find somewhere online that sells cheap clothing. You'll throw your name on it, and then you'll sell it to people, and you know, you may open a store and say that you got a black-owned business, but really you're just middlemaning. That's all you're doing. You're just directing the flow of money, the currency. That's all you're doing. You're not a black-owned business in no kind of shape, form, or fashion. I mean, that seems kind of negative. I understand that it seems kind of negative, but it's true. You know, you can't have a so-called black-owned business and you don't produce anything. You know, years ago when you had people that were able to mine cotton or pick cotton, and they were able to take that cotton and go and weave it and make clothing, make skirts. You know, you had a lot of women that were able to sew garments together so that they could call themselves, and they even then they weren't labeling themselves as a black-owned business. So you have to understand that when people are labeling themselves as a black-owned business, it's really just a way of them hustling you. Get a key right here. It's just a way of them hustling you to get you in the door so that they can take the money that you are coming to spend with them. That's why I call them middlemen, because they're taking your money and they're not reinvesting the money to, you know, create better business opportunities for themselves. Some do, some don't. I won't say all. But most of the time, these people that are creating these black-owned businesses, they are taking your money and they going to buy Gucci. They taking your money and they going to buy Fendi, Balenciaga, Armani. You get the point now? This is not a black-owned business. This is a middleman that is corrupting you into believing that they're trying to do something good for the community, and you should support them. They're basically putting a guilt trip on you that you should support them so that they can go out and buy a Benz or Audi or whatever other vehicle you want to, you know, consider as. What happened to niggas driving Cadillacs? For a long time, to have something luxurious in America was driving a Cadillac because it was American made. Now most people's mentality have been driven so far away from being American and supporting where you are and what supports you, to now just all over the place. So again, I say, you know, there is no such thing as a black-owned business. That narrative has come and gone, and in these days, all you got is people hustling you. Take it how you want it. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it, or you can just say, I don't know what I'm talking about. But the next time you get ready to go into a place that's supposedly black-owned, and that's a black-owned business, just think about that. Just think about when you go in, look at the products that they're offering. And think to yourself, did they create these products? Are these products just a markup? Something that they ordered offline at a cheap price, maybe from China, maybe from Alibaba, and now they're transferring the price over to you at a markup so that they can make a profit? I don't have a problem with people doing it if they're going to be supporting themselves, you know, supporting their family and stuff like that. But it's becoming a widespread thing where people are not just doing this just to support their family. They're doing it for bragging purposes, to say that nanny boo boo, I got more than you do. Look at the clothes I'm wearing. Look at the jewelry I got on. Look at the butt that I bought for all you girls out there that want to go and get your body done. Using the black-owned business term so that you can hustle money from people to go and get boob jobs, get your breasts lifted, get your butt swelled up. You know, go and buy $500 and $600 hair, put nails on. Also, while you're promoting a black-owned business, you're trying to look like something other than what you are. It's real talk. I ain't gonna talk to you forever. Y'all put that in your little pipe and smoke it. As I say, don't lighten up, tighten up. I gotta see a man about a dog.